So what I need is a way to keep up with these houses better. I'm one of the biggest freaking buyers in our market, and I write them down in a notebook. Man, you know what? I'm struggling today.
How do you feel?
Just not great, but we're gonna try to push through it.
All calls are recorded for quality assurance.
I feel like I'm trying to almost like reinvent myself. And that's kind of like, I'm in a place where I could almost do whatever I want to do, but I've got this great core group of people. Obviously, I'm going to continue flipping, but I can do so much more. And and this ass right here, I've been calling this insurance company every day. Ross has been calling this insurance company every day for 3 months, and we can't get an answer. This person hit our truck, and it's like, what the hell is going on? Like, it's crazy when you have an insurance company that owes you money and you cannot even get anybody on the phone. Okay, so market update. Real estate has shifted somewhat. I've been a little kind of standing on the sidelines, just kind of, probably compared to where I have been. I've been kind of on the sidelines. I haven't been buying as much in the past couple months, but now I am ready to start really buying them up again. What I'm really trying to do today is find some deals. Just because the market seems kind of uncertain, unsure where we're going, it doesn't mean that I got to let off the gas. I am shifting a little bit, probably less, more expensive flips, kind of targeted more of the $100,000 to $500,000 houses. Realtors, bring me your deals. Anything you bring me, you can relist. If you enjoy making money, let's work together. Bring me your deals, off market, on market, whatever they are. I'm really ready to start buying some houses again. Typically, I keep one house on the books that is untouched for each crew I have. So, I might have, 6 or 7, 8, 9 houses just sitting there waiting on crews to start. I feel like the best strategy right now is probably not hold too many in inventory in case prices start to drop. Even a small drop, if you're holding 10 houses you haven't started working on, you can kind of lose money doing that. So I'm trying to buy houses quicker as we need them instead of having them in inventory. Make sense? I've not stopped at all. I've just slowed down a little bit. But me slowing down a little bit, I feel like I've stopped, right? I think that people just need to be cautious and buy right. Probably don't get too impatient where you feel like you have to buy something. That's probably the wrong strategy, right? Well, Billy is in there and my closing is probably wrapping up in a minute because it was cash. So I'm gonna go in there and get my check. The thing is, Billy or Luke wouldn't mind, but this is a $850,000 Mountain Brook buyer and they probably won't want a camera in there. Unfortunately, I know you hate that. I've been fortunate enough to make money in a down market and an up market and in a fast, high pace, appreciating market and a market where prices are dropping, like 08 and 09. I prefer the market where everybody's making a ton of money. That's fun, but in reality, the good investors that are prepared probably make more money in the long run in a down market. Buy, especially rentals, and wait on the market to appreciate. The only thing you can control is what you do. And that's all I can control is what I do and what I need to do. And I cannot change the market. I cannot change the media. I cannot change the feds. I cannot change interest rates. I cannot change how buyers are feeling. I mean, you can prepare all you want and try to figure this out, but nobody really knows. So it's so hard to tell somebody what to do when I think every deal is kind of case by case and every person is case by case. You make the money when you buy it, which is what we mentioned earlier, and you've got to make sure that you don't feel too much pressure to buy if it's not a good deal. I would say that every mistake I've ever made as an investor was when I felt this need to just go out there and buy something so I was making progress. And I've spent a lot of time working on houses that I made zero money on because I felt that way. And I think that's probably the best advice I could give, is just be a little patient, have your little buy box, and know exactly what you're wanting to buy and make sure the numbers work. And I would definitely work your deals using safe numbers, like conservative numbers. Like a year ago, you might say, hey, well, right now this house would sell for, $400, but I bet in 3 months it might be worth $419. That shit's gone. And I think right now you almost have to play it like this. The comps show 400, but in 3 months it might be 375, right? So you almost have to do the exact opposite thing that you were doing a year ago. And that's probably why I haven't been buying a ton of houses. I've just been buying enough to keep everybody busy. Really, real estate is a long play, and it should be. And I think that most people that are interested in real estate, even if they work other jobs, you can dabble in it your whole life. So it really is case by case, and it's hard to give a blanket statement on what someone should do in a market shift. But I'm excited about opportunities. I think that properties are going to start opening up more and more and more as these bigger buyers are not buying as much. These hedge funds, institutional buyers are not buying as much. That's what I've noticed. 6 months ago, a year ago, it was definitely a seller's market. It's definitely more level now. It's a level playing field. The person who has the upper hand probably is the one who comes off less desperate. So that could be a buyer or a seller. Push all that over. How are they?
Oh, they're sweethearts.
I still got a few checks I got to put in the bank, so I was waiting on this check. It's not normal that I make $1 million deposit. Over $1 million, that's exciting. Then I got one for $234. I'm gonna make it right over $1 million, babe. Okay, Billy.
Hey.
Can you open up that email too or no? Crossbridge won't work. Sumner. Hickory, 269 grand for Roebuck. That is no fixer-upper. Mountain Drive, 189. Brewster, that's what I mentioned earlier, how much these houses were. It blows my mind. Do you think that's the sellers or the agents?
It's a mixture of both, because you have to be confident enough to stand up and say, hey, no, this is not happening. And give them, explain.
How would you figure comps right now?
It's a hard mess, because I'll look at it one of two ways. Looking at what's sold most recently, like the last 60 days, or if you go back 2 months to 6 months, or 2 months to a year, that's different. But it's getting to me where the comps that are 12 months to 24 months are more realistic.
Wait, so you think going back 12 months on comps?
It's getting more realistic, because
would you
interest
agree,
rates are 6.5 right now.
Would you agree that like the past year and a half, that every time a person would buy a house, they would almost expect appreciation in the following 90 days, 6 months? And now that that's not happening, do you think that people are expecting prices to drop?
I think buyers are expecting it to drop, but and the same people that are buyers are also sellers, and they don't want the same rules to apply on both sides of the field.
Who has the advantage right now, the buyer or the seller? Or the person who seems less desperate?
I wouldn't say less desperate. I think the people that are most willing or most prepared to make a move have an advantage, because the banks are slowing down, the rates are going up. It's so weird, because in the last 2 weeks I wrote an offer on a house that had no offers in 6 months, and my guy liked it, and all of a sudden it had 3 offers, and he lost to cash because it was a quicker close. And they say cash is king.
All right.
You let me know which of these houses. I'll just go write some offers.
Okay.
Hey,
Appreciate you, dude.
it's always good to see you, Camera. I love you. Bye from Billy. Call Billy, Alabama.
No, call Matthew.
No, Billy.
All right. I'm gonna run in here real quick, okay, dude? What's up? Got some checks, baby. I don't remember what the most I've ever deposited is, but I think this is one of them, which is I'm very grateful. It's kind of fun and exciting. It's not like I'm gonna go take this money and buy an exotic sports car. I'm gonna just keep turning it over and over and over like I always do with more flips, more real estate, more income producing assets. Even though it's my money, I don't even look at it like my money. I just look at it like it's business money that keeps on turning over and over and over. And this is probably an important topic right now, but I would say that not preparing and not keeping enough reserves in your business. So if you do encounter a slow time, because I mean, you're gonna have big months and slow months and big years and slow years, and keeping enough money put up to get you through any of the bad times is probably the one thing that I would stress for people to do. Business owners, realtors, loan officers, all these people, investors, because I mean, it's really hard to be productive as a business owner if you're stressed out about making your monthly bills, right? So for me, I'm just far more productive when I'm not stressed out about money. But at one time, yeah, oh my God, it was like, I lived almost closing to closing for, a few years as I was trying to get started in this. And I didn't have nowhere near as many closings as I do now, so I had to really just make it work.